So we're going to show you how to connect in a couple different ways. And how many people have had their customers say, well, I like Wi-Fi, but I want a HDMI backup just to have that in there. We're going to show you all of those different kind of connections today. The other is easy control. And since we've kind of changed to bring your own mini experience, we're trying to give you room experience with that ability just to walk in and use all the devices. I'm in front of a touch panel display. It's displaying how to connect. We're going to talk about the B control button. I can stand here, can control all the devices, all the content, how it's managed, what's annotated, how to make calls to the far end, standing right here. But if I'm sitting at a table, I could use an optional touchpad. That's, again, it's an option. It's not included in the base package. But that gives me the ability to control all of the elements of this content management as well as the devices, including annotating from that keypad. And we're going to show you how to bring a remote participant into this meeting. And once I bring a remote participant in, I want to control the camera, just your basic controls: volume, pan, tilt, zoom, mute the camera, mute the mic. And on this remote is also the B control. So whether I'm standing, presenting, sitting, controlling, walking around, talking to someone at the far end, I can manage the content and I can manage the integrated devices. And Stefano's going to show us how to do that.
Thank you, Eric. So, like Eric said, the two keywords are connecting and controlling. So let's give you a practical example, a demo of how to connect the system. To connect for what? For collaborate or communicate. So the first use case that we want to show you is the wireless conferencing. You know, BYOM means bring.
Do you mind?
Sure.
You can keep that one.
Okay.
You're going to talk again, so they want both.
You won't be able to shut me up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it good? Okay. Okay. So, okay, the main use case, but also the first one that we want to show you is the wireless conferencing. Wireless conferencing means that I'm in a room, I have room equipment, but I want to run the call using my laptop. But I still want to use the room equipment, and I want to do that without the need of plugging any cable. I want to do that wirelessly. And that's the basic use case. That's the foundation of this product. And by the way, we are proud to say that we as Biamp invented this use case and brought this technology as first in our Modena hub. So today we present you our enhancement of that concept, of that philosophy. Giulio is okay. I'm running because we have, I think we are already late. Okay, so we can connect. So connect and control. We can connect using any device, using apps on the device. So desktop app for Mac and Windows, mobile app for iOS and Android. We can connect using the standard native protocols like AirPlay, Google Cast, and Miracast. We can also connect using an HDMI cable that comes out from the sink. Okay. If you don't want to deal with anything, okay, I just need a cable, you can do that. So in order to connect, you have to know basically the key information is the session ID. You need the session ID to get into the session. Using the app, using the web app, that I forget to mention, is also a way to connect. So you don't have to download an app, just use the browser. And the experience will be exactly the same as the one that you have with the desktop app. But you have to know the passcode. Here are all the information, URL, you can frame the QR code to download the app from the App Store or start immediately the session if you already have the app. So Giulio already has the app on his Windows and he can connect. Go, Giulio.
Yeah. So I just open the app and I just need to enter the session ID
JU.
Okay, and I already in the session, Windows PC joined. I can hit share, select that I want to share my whole desktop, and that's it. I'm in and I'm presenting the content of my screen to the room display. Now we want to place a call. So let's open a UC client. I'm using Teams for this demo. Select the meeting that I want to be part of.
Okay, let's stop here for a while. So what you can see here is the preview of this camera. Actually, it's running on Giulio's PC, which means that Giulio is wirelessly receiving the feed, the stream from this camera, and from the mic, the BBC mic. And when we will be connected, it will send back the audio to the speakers, and that's wirelessly. And in order to do that, you just have to select, well, download the app. With the app, you download also the virtual drivers and select the virtual drivers in, I mean, we are using Teams here, but could be Zoom, could be WebEx, could be FaceTime, could be WeChat, could be anything. Because it's a standard way to, it's a standard bridge, the drivers, the peripheral drivers. So, okay, once you select and you have to do that once, you can place the call. Now we are connecting our colleague in Beaverton. If he's still there.
And if our connection isn't working.
Well, this is Teams.
Internet
This
connection.
is not us. This is okay. Here we are.
This is Teams.
Well,
We have a
Microsoft
release
guys,
note.
we love Teams. Hey.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
So okay, that's the basic, easy as that. I mean, the basic use case. But to this use case with the new this new Modena Max Connect, we added two more features, two very interesting features. The first one is the fact that yes, we can cooperate here, but we want also the remote hand to see what we are doing here. So, for instance, we can connect with Mac here. It's YQJ, okay. And you can notice that, and that's a very important feature, part of the philosophy of the Modena system. When you connect using any app or using the browser, you start receiving what is presented on the room display. That means that if for any reason you are not close to the display, or there is someone between you and the display and you want to focus on that content, just open it and you have it in front of you. And that's true for any content that is presented. But still, on the remote hand, please, Leo, can you please join using the AirPlay? On the remote hand, they will not see what we are doing now. So, if we want to let them know, to let them participate, thank you. What you have to do is to select Share and select the Max Room View. Max Room View is a window like the one that you can see here. As you can see here, Giulio can select which one of the presented contents will be on focus if you. Okay, so we can send that view to the remote hand. And so they will see that you will see that we can annotate on content and they will take part of this ideation or collaboration process too. And that's the first thing. I'm running the first new element of the BYOM use case. The second one is pretty cool. So let's say that we want to discuss details related to a specific object that's on the table, or we want to do something that is related to what is not framed by this camera. So anyone that has the app and is connected, as Giulio in this case, just by tapping on the bottom, can replace the room camera with his own camera. Any camera is connected to this device. In this case, can only be the built-in, but he can do that with the laptop, and the laptop can be connected with the desktop camera, document camera. Or Giulio can frame a whiteboard on the wall, can frame Eric, which is the presenter, can frame himself, because maybe in this part of the discussion, it's what matters is to see Giulio that is talking. So that's multi-cam feature. It's a small thing, but it's very important for creating a rich experience and creating the equity that we are talking about with the remote hand. So that's the two features that we added to the wireless conferencing. We can say hi and
Bye.
thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Oh, bye, everybody.
Thank you. So communication. Collaboration. We talk about the how to present We can also work on the content by annotating on that. We can do that from the touch panel if we have one, and do the annotation on all the contents. We can do that from the client, okay? We can add a whiteboard. And annotate on the whiteboard too. Okay, so with the rebroadcasting feature, ideally, you can create separate groups. I mentioned that we can connect up to 12 participants that can receive the up to 5+1 contents. Maybe we can split the room in 3 groups. The groups work on a specific content and collaborate on that content. And I am the moderator, the teacher, whatever, and I have the possibility to decide which content goes on, which content is pushed to display. I can remove this, that only the webcam, sorry, the whiteboard. I can remove also the whiteboard and re-enable everything. I can do that with the touch display, with the remote control included in the package, but also using the touch panel. That's optional. You see the list, the thumbnail list of devices.
Which one I want to see or hear.
Okay, so this is not only control over the AV experience, over the AV equipment by raising the volume, muting the mic, muting the camera, zooming the camera, all that stuff, but also control over the collaboration session. Okay, that's I mean the set of the main features. There is much more to say, but for the sake of this demo, I think we completed the overview. If you have questions, so I left time for questions, please.